I was at this busy restaurant, busy food spot recently, and one of the workers recognized me. He was like, love the videos. I said, appreciate it. And I'm there. I'm standing waiting for my food. The line's long as hell. It's busy. It's packed out. So I'm standing there, not on my phone. I said, let me lock in and just pay attention to the world for once in my life. Let me unplug for once. I'm looking at everyone, the workers, the people serving the drinks, the customers, the people getting their food, carry out. And I'm looking around, studying everyone that's there. I'm seeing different ages, different demographics. We got a kind of a large sampling of people. And the one thing that stood out to me was the fact that nobody had any drip. Everyone's fits were weak as hell. Now, I was wearing a plain black t-shirt. I think I might have had this hat on. This is like my go-to, as you guys probably know. I had a plain black tee, nice little silver necklace, white cargo shorts, white shoes, white socks. I had a little black and white, just simple, calm, running out to get food fit. So I didn't feel like I was some fashion mogul, Rick Owens fashion runway, spring, summer, LV, Balenciaga runway model drip. I didn't think I had anything special on. I was just wearing something calm. But I said, and maybe this is the main character syndrome in me or whatever. Maybe this is my egotistical, self-absorbed nature. But I was like, dude, I might be the coolest person in here right now because no one in here even looks like they got any emotion. I'm seeing like, it'd be the old dad fit where it's like hella skinny. I remember this. It was this older guy. He must have been 50 something, maybe 55. He's wearing these hella skinny kind of athletic pants that you get at the Marshall's clearance rack. They be like at the Marshall's clearance rack, but they're like on the ground, like someone was rifling through them and picked them up. They said, ugh, tossed them on the ground, and like, bro bought these pair. He had like these dirty ass, like kind of Hoka looking running shoes on, and then like an Air Force t-shirt that was like too tight on him, and he was kind of spilling out of it a little bit. And I'm thinking, do these people not own mirrors? Look, I'm not saying I'm the fashion police. You could look at, I've put on so many whack fits in the past years, you could cook my shit forever. But I was like, but it was just making me think, dude, the bar is so low to be a cool person or a person that stands out from the crowd. I came in a very calm outfit, and in my humble opinion, I was the best dressed one there. So I feel like I was using this moment as sort of motivation to continue to show up in public places dressed well and putting on some good energy, stay well groomed, keep my appearance at a decent level because the bar is so low. Like genuinely, have y'all walked into a Walmart recently? Honest to God, walk into a Walmart and look around. Are you seeing people that are like, where you're looking, you're like, damn, I gotta get to know that person. You're not. Like, and of course, you'll see certain types of people in certain settings. I remember when I was in Barcelona and I was walking by the beach and I'm seeing people all incredible physiques, perfectly tan skin. They're juggling a soccer ball, incredible hair, beautiful women. Even the older dads, whatever, they had swaggy outfits on. They looked like they had some sort of cool energy. Depending on where you are, you're going to see different types of people, no shit. But I don't know. I was just so taken back by people's lack of intentionality into their presentation. Like before I left for the food place, I said, all right, the shoes and white, black, okay, the silver kind of goes with this. All right, whatever. Most of the people in there, I was like, they were wearing the wrong size of garment. And it looked like, I sent a voice message to my friend about this. And I'm saying, a lot of people in there look like they did a dress your best friend $25 thrift shop challenge, grab whatever you can, $25 budget, go into Goodwill and dress your friend up for the day challenge. Like people were putting fits together where I was like scratching my eye. I was like, what are those? I've never even seen those. I was seeing fits that I was like, where do you even buy those? And look, I'm not trying to say, oh, you got to wear the same drip I have. You have to have the Adidas track pants with the... I'm not saying in order to be cool, you have to dress like me or dress similar to someone of my age or whatever. No, there's so many different cool aesthetics that I think even a guy in like a nice tailored suit, even some nice fitting pants. I was looking for anything. And it was just, whew. I just was thinking to myself, I got the most swag in this whole restaurant right now. You know the type of feeling you get when you're at a party and there's a balcony and you're perched up looking over the balcony, feeling like you own the place? That's how I felt. I felt like I was like, all the people in here don't even know. They don't even know who they're in the presence of. It's not even a matter of people being rich or having money to buy or care about fashion. I will see homeless people with harder drip. I genuinely saw a homeless guy on the way to the restaurant whose shirt looked dope to me. I swear, homeless people actually do be having drip. Because their clothes fit them so well, they drape so nicely because they've been so worn in because they've been sleeping in them for 5 years. But yeah, like, where has the swag gone? I feel like you watching this, because you're watching my channel, I bet you have swag. And I need you to go out in the world and you got to be one of the main characters. See, I was walking, as I was looking and studying everybody and making these harsh judgments, I was thinking to myself, okay, all right, brother, you're not the main character. But I was looking for other main characters. I was like, all right, low-key, I'm the main character in this bitch right now. But is there another main character in here that I can, like, you know, be like, okay, they got it too? I couldn't find one. And then you go to an LA party and everyone's the fucking main character. Holy shit. But yeah, I'm really saying all that to say your outfit goes a long way. You know, there's small things that don't matter. Like this hoodie has a stain on it at the pocket, whatever, I don't know, you know. But your presentation, your physique, your aesthetics, your everything, it means something. Because when you dressed up in some, well, I don't care, in some bullshit, I feel like you're going to get some bullshit results. I'm editing this video at 5 a.m., but it's one of them things like, if I'm looking at you and I can tell you don't give a fuck about your presentation, if you don't give a fuck about yourself, why should I give a fuck about you? And I think that's just human nature. If I can tell you do not care about yourself or the ensemble that you've got going on, why would I care? How you going to have someone care about you? You want someone to care about you so bad and you don't even care about yourself. What type of sense does that make? And look, I'm not even trying to be the drip police. I'm not trying to be the fashion police, even though some of you motherfuckers deserve life in prison. But even, look, I've been places where people are dressing up in crazy stuff, in anime things. Like, I'm going to Comic-Con type conventions and I'm seeing people with, you know, really intense Pokemon outfits, whatever. But to me, they're being intentional with it and they're caring about the details and they're putting together a fit that is cohesive
and there's some thought that went into it. Even if it's not my personal aesthetic taste, I can still appreciate it.
Like, I'm not personally into the preppy, old money kind of style, baby blue button-up shirt, boat shoes, like Wolf of Wall Street yacht. Like, I'm not into that necessarily, but it makes sense to me. I could see the vision. It's clean and it's put together, and there's some serious intentionality. When I just see a lack of intentionality, I think that's where I get triggered. I'm like, what you threw on what the fuck are those? You were not thinking. You just said, I just grab any old thing. It's like, if you're going to grab any old thing, then you're going to get any old thing as results. And that's just my opinion. Like, people aren't going to respect you. One of my favorite quotes, dress how you want to be addressed. If you want people to treat you like an NPC, well, then dress like an NPC. Dress like everybody else. Do the same shit. Wear the most mid thing you can find that doesn't stand out. But if you're not afraid to turn heads and make a statement and be somebody, well, then put on some cool shit. And cool is subjective. Cool is different for everyone. I'd like to make a whole video about the concept of coolness. But because I do feel like I live in this bubble where I consume fashion content. I consume, celebrity influencer, stuff like that. I'm seeing a lot of that. So then when I go to the actual real world and I see 99.8% of people are not wearing no Rick, it's like, okay, no one here knows what Rick is, but it's kind of staggering how, what a small amount of people actually care about fashion or care about the aesthetics of their clothing or the color combinations. So look, if you got swag, type swag out in the comments. And if you don't have swag, we're gonna go to Walmart because I feel like everyone would know swag be going at Walmart. So that's it. Get dressed, put some clothes on. Good night.